We're sitting down with Mike Newman, who's a member here at the CoLab-Factory, but something of a turnaround specialist. And what's the name of your company?
Returnity.
Returnity. How did you get into, well, why don't you talk about a little bit about, in your words, what you do, and tell people, like, you know, how you got to doing it.
Yeah, well, I sort of have a family history of entrepreneurship that I had avoided subconsciously for a long time, but ultimately had to give in to the family pull. So I come from a family of entrepreneurs, and I think there's something in the ability to kind of take on risk and find new paths that ultimately is appealing to me.
Mm-hmm.
So after working for a more established company for 8 years, I tried my own startup, got pretty far, not far enough. Then I started working with other startups, found that experience really translated well to helping, you know, others who hadn't been down the path before. And now that seems to be my forte, is like learning from how I failed, understanding where the challenges and opportunities are, and helping companies get to where they need and want to go.
So what was the biggest, I get to ask you this now because I'm sure you're pretty far away from it. What was the biggest mistake, or not necessarily mistake, but biggest pain point that really was an agent for change? Because, you know, for me, I'll say this, like, and I've said it before, pain has been a big motivator for me. I'm usually not so encouraged by the carrot, sorry to say, but I'm more encouraged by some real big mess up I've done that was so colossal, so unbelievably, seemingly insurmountable, that I'm crushed. And then from that, I have to grow, or completely just stay crushed. And so I can see in my history a couple of those. Do you have a point in history where you're saying, oh, this was, I couldn't come over, and that was like an agent for change for you?
Yeah, I think I call it, like, for me, it's really the shiny object syndrome of, you know, being excited about doing something new to the detriment of the thing you have to do. And like that was with my first startup, like that's what I learned really in a very aggressive way, is you keep seeing new extensions and opportunities, and that's so exciting because you're in that mentality, like, we're gonna do something new, we're gonna attack it, we're gonna do great. And then you just pull yourself in way too many directions, and you end up doing nothing well.
Right.
And that's really hard to have that discipline, because you don't know if the thing that's the original thing is even going to work. So to limit yourself feels really scary. But that was where, you know, that was sort of my downfall of my first startup, was like trying too many things and doing all of them poorly, rather than one thing really well that may still not have worked, but having the discipline and sort of the ability to kind of pull back and look from up high and understand that. And so now I really try and stop myself, and when I'm working, you know, with others, to really kind of force that discipline, because now I sort of have this graveyard of seemingly good ideas that never got anywhere because of that sort of chasing shiny objects.
So would you say? So let me ask you this then. After that time of being master, what's the term? Master of none, jack of all trades.
Yeah.
Jack of all trades, master of none. After that experience, did you have another Mike Newman startup? Did you shift? Did you pivot? And go into the next endeavor? Did that?
Yeah, and they haven't always worked, but they didn't work because we tried too many things. I mean,
Right.
that's, you know, sometimes startup is just a risky world.
Yeah.
You know, and,
No, I get that.
Yeah, so they failed, but they at least we did it in a way that allowed us to figure that out fast, and fail because the business model wasn't going to work.
Right.
Not because we didn't execute around a strategy and left something on the table.
Got it. So eventually what you did is you found that your strategies were sound, and sometimes maybe the product was...
The market didn't want it.
Or the market
you know,
wasn't...
but you found that out cheap and fast rather than protracted and expensive.
Got it.